Other than the fact that it's freezing cold, I really love my Nook. Hi Shanny Fannies, welcome to Educating Shanny, where every Thursday I answer your questions. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi! So let's get to your questions. Let's not waste any time and let's get into the Q&A for the times that are in the nooks of the places. Okay, Chloe says, what is your biggest achievement in life? Stay positive, Shanny. Thank you, Chloe, you too. My YouTube channel is definitely my biggest accomplishment in life. As far as like for my entire eternity, I feel like marrying Danny and being a good person is a really good accomplishment, and I'm proud of that. So, also, I have cookies that I made. These are oatmeal butterscotch, in case you're wondering. Sam Phillips says, have you ever had really short hair? It depends on what you consider really short. I consider really short to be at my shoulders or above. And the last time I had shoulder length hair was in, I believe, 7th grade, 8th grade actually. So it's been a really, really long time, like 17 years, a long time. Sam also asked, who was the first person to know about your eating disorder? I don't know. Oh my goodness, I don't think I know this. I think the first person to know was probably my brother, but I doubt that I told him, and I doubt that he said anything to me. But we spent so much time together when the divorce happened. We were kind of all each other had, and we spent a lot of time together, and there's no way in the world he didn't know what I was doing. So I would say my brother, even though I never told him and he never told me that he knew, but I bet you anything that he knew. So other than that, my sister, which is right when my mom found out too. So Molly May says, what is your favorite part about being a YouTuber? I love you and think you are so inspiring. Thank you. I love you too, Molly May. What a cute name. My favorite part about being a YouTuber, honestly, is how freaking amazing it feels and how cool it is to see comments or get messages or whatever from people actually literally around the entire world. Like, it is mind-boggling to me that people in Jerusalem and Venezuela and the UK and all of the Europe places and all of the United States and all of the Africa and all of the places, I like, that is freaking cool. I am literally reaching people around the world, and that's a really, really cool feeling. I also just love what you guys have done for me. Like, I just love having so much support from so many different points of view and different walks of life and stuff. So you guys are the other thing, but it's just really, really cool. I love it. I love it so much. Randy Such says, what is your favorite part of finally living alone with Danny? So happy for you too. Love you. I love you too. What is my favorite part of living alone with Danny? Probably just like yelling and singing when I want. And I mean, I could do all those things before. I think just the feeling of coming home and knowing that this is our home and that this is, as grateful as we were to stay with my parents, that wasn't our house. That was their home. That was their home. And, it was their territory, and this is kind of like it's our place and nobody else's. Like that's something we haven't had in like 7 years. So it was really, really cool. We kind of feel like newlyweds again, and like we're rebuilding a new house again, just like when we first moved in and did all the decorating after we got married, because we lived apart from my parents for a long time before we moved in, but then we also lived with them for a long time. And so it's been really, really cool to experience those feelings again of, wow, this is our place and we can, do whatever here, and that's great, and that's how it should be. So yeah, so we love it. We're very, very happy. Alpaca Moose 23 says, are you a nail biter? I am. I used to be when I had my normal teeth. Like, these teeth, believe it or not, are not good for nail biting because they're kind of thicker than normal teeth would be. So you know how our teeth are like usually sharp at the ends? The dentures are not. They're kind of a little bit more thick and blocky. It's hard to explain, but they're just not sharp enough to cut nails. So I'm looking forward to see if my permanent dentures will allow me to do that, because I miss doing that and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I love biting my nails. So Dan says, if you got dental implants, why are you having trouble keeping your dentures in? So because these are just temporary dentures. These are the takeout. These are the takeout dentures. Wow. I have not seen myself talk without these for a while. I look completely different. These are the takeout dentures. And the permanent dentures will come and they'll be like their own teeth that will go in the post. And I can't have them yet because we have to, it takes months and months and months for your gums to heal before they're strong enough to hold the real teeth. So I'll have them soon and they'll be in forever and they'll never come out. So Glitzy Girl 05 says, when you get sick and have to throw up, do you find it triggering? Does it make you want to binge and purge again? Absolutely. That's for me, one of the most triggering things, because you start to like justify it in your mind. Well, well, I'm gonna throw up anyway. I can feel it. I'm sick. I have the flu anyway, so I might as well eat what I want and get away with it. Yeah, it's definitely a trigger for me. These cookies are so good. Creative username X says, would you rather lose your sight or your hearing? I would rather lose my hearing because I'm a very visual person. Then again, if I lost my hearing, would I be able to sing? Well, I would sing. It might not sound the same, but I would sing. Yeah, I would definitely rather use my hearing. I don't want to do either, obviously, but I get the game. I have to answer. So I would say I would rather have my sight than my hearing. Hunter says, what are some things you wish people taught you when you were younger? This is a good question. I was actually talking about this today on Instagram Live. I was talking about, or what's that? I don't know where it was, but anyway, I was talking about sex and how I wish that I had been more so taught, because you guys know I didn't have sex before marriage. I didn't want to have sex before marriage. And that's just kind of my own personal thing. It's part of my church too, but that's also just my personal preference. I don't judge anybody else that does. That's just my preference. But I do wish that I would have been taught more that sex is a beautiful and good thing, instead of don't do this till you're married, don't do this till you're married, don't do this till you're married. You really shouldn't even talk about it. Don't even get close to it. Don't do anything. And then boom, the day you get married, you can do it. And I mean, my parents did the best they could and they did amazingly. I'm just saying that I had it in my mind that sex was a bad thing. Bad, 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 bad. Oh, now it's good, so hurry and do it. And I wish it would have been more like what I would teach my kids is I would say sex, I would prefer for you to wait till, if you want to wait till marriage, and I think you should wait till marriage, and if you would like to wait till marriage also, that's great. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. When you get married, when you have sex, it's a beautiful thing, and you will have it someday, but for now, maybe not. You know what I mean? Like a difference. I don't know. Also, I wish that eating disorders were more talked about, and that's something that nobody did in my day. I mean, it just wasn't talked about enough, and that's why I'm doing this YouTube channel. Like, I wish I would have been taught the seriousness and the scariness of what can happen when you go down that road of an eating disorder, and how fast it can grasp onto you and that it won't let go for your whole life. I wish I would have known that. I wish I would have learned about that. Okay, Michelle Long says, what or who gives you your emotional strength, and what or who prevents you from relapsing? I love you. I love you too. What or who gives you your emotional strength? I would say Danny and you guys and my family and God. And then who prevents me from relapsing? Probably Danny and my possible future children. So next. Michelle M44 says, who is your favorite sister? hard one. I have a lot of sisters. It's probably the one that asked me the question. And Angela. And Liz. And Julie. And Laura. And Erin. And Anne. And Jenny. And Maggie. And Gretchen. And Amber. And take care. That was my sister Michelle, for any of you that didn't catch that. That was, yeah, good question, Michelle. Autumn Child said, have you ever thought of trying to eat vegan? I have thought about this. You guys have asked me so often. I've talked about maybe trying it for like a week or a month or something. I don't know. I've thought about it. I'm worried that where I am right now, I'm worried I would use it as a different type of eating disorder, but maybe once I'm fully healed, I could try that. Cause yeah, I think about that all the time for sure. Tanisha Escalera says, why don't you have any other pets beside your wonderful birdies? Is it just because you prefer birds? Or LOL, I'm just really curious. I'm just really curious to know because I myself can't live without a puppy. Oh, I love puppies. No, we only don't have more pets because first of all, we rent. We don't own our home, so we can't have like a cat or a dog or anything. The bird is fine because she's just in her little cage all the time. But and the other reason is that I'm allergic to cats and dogs. We had cats growing up. We had a couple dogs, but mostly cats. And I don't know why, but for some reason I wasn't as allergic to them. Maybe because they kind of grew up with me. I don't know where the allergy developed, but we tried getting a cat when we were first married, and I couldn't. I had to give her away, and it sucked so bad because she was such a sweet little kitty, but she just made me so sick all the time. So if I wasn't allergic, we would. We've thought about maybe someday getting like a dog or something that's less allergenic. I don't know, but if I could, I would get a kitty because they're my favorite pet besides a bird to have. So Molly Pickering says, if you could ask your future self one question, what would you ask? Love you. Love you too. I would ask people ask me this a lot, and I just came up with a really good answer. I would ask my future self, what is the lesson that I'm supposed to be learning from my trial that I'm going through right now? No matter what it is, because I feel like I'm always going through a trial. I think all of us are. I think we're all always going through something hard. And so if I had the opportunity, I would just be like, hey, what is the lesson for me relapsing today? Or, hey, what is the lesson in my bird dying? Or, hey, what is the lesson if Danny dies? Or, when is Danny gonna die so I can be prepared? Or when am I gonna die? Am I gonna be alive while he dies, or is he gonna be alive while I die? Who's gonna go first? And is it avoidable? And the fact that you just told me that, does that make it avoidable now? Like Back to the Future? Did I just change the future by you telling me that? And if you told me that when Danny was supposed to die and when I was supposed to die, and then I go and I take that information and I try to make it not happen, does that mean that it's going to change my destiny again? So that's what I would ask. Miss Holy K says, what is one dream that you had when you were younger that you wanted to accomplish at the age that you are, or around that age? And have you achieved it? No, because my biggest dream was to be a mom. I guess kind of I've achieved it because I'm sort of a mother figure for a lot of the youngins out there, and that's awesome. And a lot of you are starting to call me mama or mommy or mama Shanny or whatever. And that's really, really sweet to me because I always wanted to be a mom. I did, and I'm not. And I don't know if I ever will be. That's all I ever wanted to do. I never really had any other goals. I think when I was nearing the end of high school, I wanted to go to beauty school and do hair and makeup, but that's it. In my mind, being a mom and a homemaker is like the best job in the world and also the hardest job in the world. So I am a homemaker. I guess I've accomplished that, but yeah, I'm not a mom yet, but who knows? You never know. Just Arrow 13 says, How old were you when you got your period? And also, how are you? How's your day? That's sweet of you to ask. I'm cold. It's freezing. I'm hungry. And my day has been okay. Danny's out of town, so I'm a little sad, but I'm okay. And I'm just on my period right now. So let's get to your question. So how old was I when I got my period? I was 12. And that's a really embarrassing story. And if you want to hear that story, tell me in the comments below and maybe I'll do a story time on it because it was really, really embarrassing. Okay, Hannah Top says, how long did you have your eating disorder before you began recovery? 27 years. I had my eating disorder since I was 5 years old. No, wait, that's not true. 25 years because I started recovering 2 years ago. So when I was 30, so 25 years. 25 years, I would say. 25 years I had my eating disorders before I started recovering. So there's always hope. Never give up. You can always start fresh no matter where you are in life. So, okay, my good friend Tiffany from Tiffany Gray Music, if you're not subscribed to her, please do so. She's incredible. Says, hi, Sweatery Shanny. Hi, and I'm wearing a sweater. And it's so fuzzy and soft. You would love it. Number one, have you ever heard the Poop Song by the Toilet Bowl Cleaners? What? There's a poop song by the Toilet Bowl Cleaners? That's their name? Okay. It's hilarious, and I know you love poop songs too. Will you possibly go to Playlist Live in DC in September? I'm going, and if you and Danny go, I would love to meet you and give you big fluffy sweater hugs. We would love to meet you too and give you big fluffy sweater hugs, and I love you, and I'll let you know. Maybe, who knows? It could happen. I don't know. Let me ask him. Maybe we could. I don't know. Okay, so the poop song. What is the poop song? We need to look this up right this second.
Oh, poop. Poop, 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 poop,
That was the best song I've ever heard in my whole life. Thank you for sharing that with me. I want to play. I want to do it. Poo, 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 time for today. Thank you for watching this Q&A, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video, for a fun video, and it's gonna be fun because it's fun for Fun Friday. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for that, and remember forever and always that you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye. Love you. Poo, 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 poo.
was so good.